Hey everybody, welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi with Wade and Willie. I'm Wade.
I'm Willie.
I couldn't decide how to do that. I'm do you ever do yours based on how I do mine? Or do you decide before how you're doing yours?
I feel like I try to not copy, but match the energy sometimes.
Yeah, well, I really fucking sandbagged you on that one, man. Sorry. This is a podcast about the paranormal and contemporary mythology. Join us on patreon.com/real life sci-fi for access to 2 bonus episodes a week, video feeds, and more.
More.
Reallifesci-fi.show. We've got a bunch of other links on there. Let's welcome aboard the SSRLSF. It's our friend returning, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now. It's actress Lauren James. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hattie.
How are you?
I'm fabulous. I'm absolutely fabulous.
Fabulous. Well,
Yeah.
shit.
Happy
What
to
are you
be
doing
back.
that everyone else isn't doing?
Going
How
on
do you
hot
s-
girl
how do you-
walks, getting sleep. I don't know.
Wait, okay, hang on. What are hot? Is hot girl walks a hashtag that I don't know about?
It's absolutely a hashtag.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
I have no
100%.
idea what it is.
But
I mean, you can
just,
gleam it.
yeah, just, walks in the morning with like great music. That's just, or like a good podcast or something.
Do you wave at people when you're on those?
No.
How much of a movie montage does a hot girl walk look like?
The whole time it is nothing but you feel like you're in like either a music video or one of those like Nancy Meyers movies where
Okay, I
you
get
just
it.
feel like everything's perfect. It's
What's your go-to for the inspiration to get in that mood? What are you listening to?
I'm listening to Madonna, I'm listening to Queen, I'm listening to Tom Jones. Tom Jones Sex Bomb is the #1 song I play before I start every walk.
Wait, I don't think I know Sex Bomb.
Oh, it's so good. It's my favorite Tom Jones song.
Well, you just have to sing it.
I
You have to sing a
cannot
little
sing
bit.
it for you. I
Well, you
can't.
have to. I
It's
mean, you have to sing the
horrible.
sex. You have to sing the Sex Bomb part. Willie, do
I
you
just-
know it?
I can't think of it right now. I
Sex
might be able to
bomb,
get it a
sex
sec.
bomb. I'm your sex bomb,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, I do
Yeah.
know it. I do know
Yeah.
it.
So I just saw something this week, and I didn't know this, that like women were throwing their underwear at him while he was performing. And I saw a video of him and he was going over the top, just dancing real hard. It's like, whoa. Because I only know old Tom Jones, where he's like, not unusual. And he's just like kind of just Vegasing it.
Like more of a loungy. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas
It's
this
so
old video,
Vegas.
he was like, had the whole disco floor to himself and was just performing. It's like, what?
I love that man.
No
He
idea.
is so good. He is sex on legs, Tom Jones. He
Okay.
is.
I don't know. I'll take your word for it, man.
I love Tom Jones. And they do throw panties at him. That is like a thing. That's a major part of his concert going experience is throwing undies at him, which I find to be absolutely hilarious. But
Yeah, it's weird.
it's so good.
My dog would go
Tom
crazy.
Jones.
Is he
Yeah.
is he the reason that's a thing? Was he the guy?
For
No,
hot girl
it had to be
walks?
more like Led Zeppelin or something. No, I mean the panty throwing thing.
Elvis?
Probably Elvis.
Elvis, but
Or
that
the
seems
Beatles. I mean,
no, they were too conservative back then to be throwing panties.
Alice Cooper. Probably Alice Cooper. Or were people throwing like bats or something at him? I'm trying to think of like crazy.
I think it's got to be like a hair metal band that started. But Tom Jones was kind of before. I don't know. I'm trying to do the
Right.
math. It
He
doesn't
was
matter.
late 70s.
I know that Dean Martin was a big ladies' man, so was Frank Sinatra. I don't know if people were throwing things at them.
I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine.
I feel like if they did, you would hear them talking about it in the song. Just kind of a lounge like, hey, thanks for the
Oh, right. In one of the like
We can
live
get these back
tapings.
later.
Thanks for the pennies.
Thanks for the panties. Got a real nice bow on the front for you.
Well, so how's the acting going?
It's
Last time
going.
you were here, I think Willie reminded me you were in a soap opera as like a background, like a regular
featured
background.
returning regular. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's actually still going really strong. I'm over at Young and the Restless every week.
What lot are they on?
Oh, so you're still doing that?
They're over at TV City.
Oh, TV City. Okay.
Yeah, it's
You
fabulous.
They make you park at the mall?
No,
Oh my God,
actually,
Willie. What?
I
This is a show, dude. Nobody cares where she fucking works.
I care. I appreciate that Willie cares. Thank you, Willie, for the question.
Well, we could talk about that during the break. I'm trying to get you to talk about the pit,
I was
or
doing the
Willie's asking
pit.
about where you park. And I'm trying to get you to be like, hey, look for me in the pit.
Look for me in the pit, season 3. I will be there. First episode. I can say it with 100% confidence. First episode, look for me.
That's kind of crazy that you can say it with 100% confidence.
I can
So
say it with
you're a
confidence.
plot point.
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
For the beginning of the season, it was
That
so much fun.
the way that show works, I'm kind of interested. I know you can't talk too much about it, and you might not even know, but you could develop into you could be a speaking role by the end of the season.
Absolutely. I have no idea yet. I know that all of the scripts have not been written.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So you can't spoil anything. So
Yeah.
that's good for us.
Yeah.
So,
And it's great too, because the scripts aren't written, and once they start seeing cuts, it's like, people are getting, all the writers are trying to figure out.
well, that's what I've
Could
noticed. Well, that's
develop
what's
into
kind of
something
weird
more.
about the pit is they'll just kind of throw something in the first episode, and then later, it's one of the main stories. So they kind of slow roll some of these plot points. So who knows? Who knows?
Totally.
So we'll cross our fingers for that.
Yeah. They told me to be prepared for 7 months. So I have
That's
to
crazy. That's
look
great
the
news.
same for 7 months. So that's all I know.
Well, what do you normally have a mohawk or something? I mean,
normally my hair is hot pink. It's just absolutely shredded and I look crazy. But no, for this one, I thought I'd tone it down, something a little more natural, befitting a hospital in Pittsburgh.
it's gonna be real tough to just keep looking like you.
I know, darn. But
I would have to well, here's my question for you. This is so if they told me to keep how do I even ask this? When you have a beard, it's hard to make it look the same. Would they do that for me?
Yes.
For 7 months though? How?
Yes.
Would so I would just grow it and then they would take care of it. I wouldn't do anything.
You wouldn't do anything. They would take, unless they told you otherwise of hey, do this routine, but they would take continuity photos of your face
and then trim
trim you up in the mornings when they're looking at you and they're like, okay, we see some growth. It's not exactly, because for a show like The Pit, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the entire season takes place over the course of one 12-hour episode or
right.
12-hour shift at a hospital.
It's ER meets 24.
Exactly. So they want everyone to look as if it's the same day the whole time they're shooting. So they would look at your face and be like, oh, your beard's a little grown out. Let's just trim it up really quick. And then
that sounds great.
Yeah, it is great.
They'd have to cut my hair too. It grows really fast.
I know. It looks great, by the way. I love it.
Thank you. I just cut it yesterday. And double thank you, because I'm learning how to cut my beard. I thought you just set the shaver to a number and then do it. And now I'm learning oh, it's like cutting hair. I have to have different lengths for different parts.
Oh, there's an art to it. See, famously not a beard haver. So I would not know that there's different lengths. I like it though.
Mine doesn't grow. I'm going
I'm zeroing in on it. It's a work in progress.
Cool. Is that going to be a new hyperfixation? How some people get so into.
I'm going to frame my entire personality around it. I'm going to talk about is the best beard balms.
Yes.
You got to figure out how to hide something in there. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
That's
I don't know if I want it to be that long. I could break into prisons.
Just start braiding it.
Fuck that. I fucking hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. But then I could be then I could sell weed though, or something.
Totally. No one would bat an eye at that point. You'd be fine.
Well, congrats on The Pit. And is there anything else that you want to talk about, or we can get into the WoW scale?
You can go, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of all over. I just had an episode that I did over at The Neighborhood. I did Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. I was just on Lincoln Lawyer yesterday, so that won't come out for a hot minute. I cannot say what I did, and I can't give too much away, but I did just do some stuff on the new Baywatch, so keep an eye out for that too. That was so much fun.
The new Baywatch is they've settled all of the weird beach shit, right? Like I've just been hearing rules that Baywatch is like one of the first shows that's like actually shooting in LA again, or however long it's been. And they were like, you can't drive on the beach. And they're like, we're Baywatch. I think it all got settled, but like it's weird. It's like just this fucking town, man. Just like let us create shit here and leave us alone. Fuck off.
It's so hard to shoot here, and it's so hard for them to organize, especially just shooting on the beach at a lifeguard tower or shooting on the street or whatever.
It's so ridiculous.
So ridiculous. The amount of permits and the extra security because people be crazy and just like all this. It's a lot. It's kind of a gnarly like ordeal to shoot anything here in LA.
Well, I think we should let's just go. We'll move to Salton Sea. We'll take Spielberg. We'll take fucking all the heavy hitters, and we'll make it for free, and we'll see who makes the best movies. Then
a studio lot, fill it up with water, and build a nice houses on it.
Okay, let's do it. How much does the Salton Sea cost? Do you think we could buy it?
I'm sure
couple mil.
It's got to be cheap because Slum City's next to it. What's that called?
Salvation Mountain.
Yeah, but what's the
it's the lawless city, right?
The RVs.
The shanty town, is it called Salvation Mountain?
No.
Salvation Mountain is right like in front of it, next to it.
Yeah, is there a name for the town? I didn't know.
I thought it was called Slab City.
Oh yes,
Slab City? Because you end up on a slab if you go in there. You know how all bodies end up on slabs?
Oh, it's horrible.
I just always laugh because that is what in Independence Day, that's what all those Winnebagos coming out of the desert is based off of.
Right.
Slab City. Good.
Yeah. Slab City, you were right.
I've been there. I've driven through it and was just wanting to get a feel for it. And I felt bad being there.
I'm sure it's fine. It probably feels the same way as going through fucking Skid Row or whatever, where it's like, if you just kind of know what you're doing, it'll be fine, you know?
No, I mean, I felt bad because there's like families there. I'm like, oh man, this is, you know.
Well, yeah.
If you saw kids running around Skid Row, like you feel bad, right?
Dude, think of the fucking school we'll have. We're gonna start a whole fucking town out there. Is what I'm saying.
I'm in.
Yeah.
And I'm kidnapping Spielberg and forcing him to go, and I'm gonna have a movie off with him, and we're gonna see what happens, and he'll kick my ass. He will.
Not without his crew, you might have a chance. You know, all those guys have been doing all the work for him.
He's got an eye. I don't have the eye. He's got it, man. Spielberg's a better director than me. You can admit it.
I bet you could take like Guillermo del Toro. I bet you could do it.
No, because he's got all of his claymation and shit.
That's true. He does have all of the Dear America books in all of his backgrounds. Those are locked and loaded, ready to go. Like he's going to create some tear jerkers with those books.
I think I could take, if we're talking like mainstream directors, and I'm being very cocky, I think I could take Robert Rodriguez.
Ooh.
I think give me the same budget as him and we'll see what happens. Yeah, but he's also famous for like not using a budget. And I think I can do better than him.
I
don't know why. That. Why did I take him down? He's like, fuck. Let's get to the wow scale.
Wow scale.
The wow scale stands for Waiter Willie. It's a 5-question quiz. At the end of the quiz, I'll give you a score anywhere between 0 and 5. If you're more of a 0, you're more of a Wade. If you're more of a 5, you're more of a Willie. Are you ready to be weighed on the wow scale?
I'm so ready. Bring it.
First question, 3-parter. Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth in the last 300 years?
Yes, I believe in aliens. Yes, I believe they have visited Earth. I want to believe that they have visited, did you say last 300 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 250, since America's turning 250. Like, have aliens visited since America's been around?
Oh,
I
that's
think,
a good.
yeah, I think shit is too crazy in our current world right now for aliens to not have had some type of part in this, right? If I'm going to put full conspiracy hat on.
I think so. I mean, it's a fun way to look at life, right?
Yeah. Yeah, gotta have whimsy somewhere.
Sure. Even if it's in the destruction of the
What are
planet.
you looking at, George Washington?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just trying to not cut down this cherry tree. Or no, he didn't lie. Fuck. Oh, he cut the tree. Sorry. Question number 2. Will disclosure happen in your lifetime?
Oh, totally. That's so crazy that you just asked this because I've been thinking about it. Obviously, Spielberg, because of the movie. I've been thinking about it so much. I think I would be shocked if there wasn't some type of alien disclosure. I mean, we've already had it through Congress. We've already had some of it through like the House and everything where they've disclosed that they know about aliens in some capacity. So I would be shocked if there wasn't some disclosure. So I would say yes.
Okay.
I think it's
How much of it are you buying?
Controlled.
Yeah, it's going to be controlled. How much am I buying?
Have you looked at any of the last 3 U.S. government dumps that they've dropped out?
I've perused. I would say I believe maybe 40% of it.
Okay.
Maybe a low 50.
So you think that something will so you're a yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There has
I don't know
to
where
be.
I don't know where I am, man. I
It's so
honestly don't.
complicated.
With AI and everything, I'm just like, what fucking who knows anymore?
Yeah. And since everyone can lie under oath now, like we might as well
I know.
take that into consideration too. So,
Let's see. Where are we? Question number 3, ghosts.
fuck yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
No. If we were, I say this every time I'm here. If we were gonna find him, we would have found him. We would have found some type of evidentiary support for that creature's existence. I don't think cryptids are a thing.
Unless they're aliens and it's all tied together somehow.
Unless they're aliens. And then Scooby-Doo was right.
Oh, I fucked up my line. Here we go. Scooby-Doo was right?
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo and the Alien movies, the like big 4 that are the monsters are real, and there's an Alien movie. I think. Do you not know what I'm talking about?
We missed all the I'm watching them now because of Moose, but I definitely did not watch any of the Scooby-Doo movies until
it is Scooby-Doo Alien Invaders. It's the Jim Sennstrom. It's the Sennstrom 4. Scooby-Doo Alien Invaders, and then it's the Witch's Ghost, and then it's the Cyber Chase, and then it's Zombie Island. Those are the 4 movies, the animated ones, where the monsters are real. They're the best ones.
One of them's called Zombie Island.
Yes.
Oh, you mean so real good. In the Scooby-Doo universe?
Yeah, but they're saying that they're like real. And
Got
it.
They're
hinting that
because I forgot the
real.
whole thing about Scooby-Doo is it's always the guy who wants to own the fucking property or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. Number 5. Was 9/11 an inside job?
That's such a loaded question.
Your version of you can explain a little. I just do like a quick summary of your thoughts on 9/11 and I'll decide which you are.
I think a lot of questions have been raised that have not garnered appropriate answers. I think there are too many loose ends for 9/11, and I also think too many things were coincidental catalysts and side effects for things to not have been planned out in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, I mean,
I think it was. I think, yeah, I'll go with yeah.
It sounds like a yeah.
Yeah, because it's just too weird. It's too sad. It's too weird.
You just can't put your finger on the exact. That's the thing. It's not anybody's job to explain exactly how it went down. But yeah. Why were they having a rehearsal?
Well, also, you're allowed to change your views at any point just because you're on the record saying that you think that President Bush killed a bunch of Americans. That's fine. We're not going to fucking hold you to it or anything. You're a 4. You're a 4 again. So you haven't changed, even though I think the questions have. Some of those are new, right?
Yes, some of those are new to me for sure. They're good
All right.
questions. Those are tough, especially to think in very like quick moments. Those are tough.
Well, good. I don't know. Maybe we're actually it's like my beard. It's a work in progress and we're finally getting the structure of the face down. Willie, hit us with the topic.
Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi, could haunted houses be alive? Could they be conscious? We're going to get into some ideas of how these haunted houses actually are the ghost, the entity, the memory storing thing, whatever it is it the house that's alive? Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi. I have some very specific we'll go
Haunted houses.
well, not haunted houses, but hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 different ideas of different ways that people think that a haunted house could actually be conscious, alive. I don't know, something in that realm.
And by haunted house, you mean what exactly?
Well, yeah, specifically a place that is known to be haunted, not just a one-off.
Right, but what does that even mean? I mean, like they hear voices.
Well, I'll just get into the first one, right? Well, the first
Sure.
idea, because it kind of goes into that too. Some people think that the house is actually a living entity. In many traditions, a house isn't just a structure, it can develop a kind of personality or awareness. Investigators sometimes describe certain locations as seeming to react to different visitors, specifically different based on their energy, becoming active around particular emotions or individuals. So it's like the house is aware enough to react to your energy. Common claims include doors opening and closing in ways that appear intentional, sounds or disturbances occurring in response to questions, a feeling that the house wants certain people to leave, apparitions or phenomena appearing to be tied to the building rather than a deceased person.
Well, who was the
So
first sort of like society to think that is this based in anything? Was there I don't know, it feels
it's
very Asian to be
loosely,
like my
yeah.
house is alive and
Well, if you pick, I mean,
I
like
want it
even
to be
picture
happy.
like indigenous
The house doesn't like
peoples'
it when the
beliefs,
windows
or
open.
picture indigenous peoples, or even ancient Egyptian. Like they had many gods. They believed many things had awareness, consciousness. I think that this statement and this idea is kind of like a hodgepodge of a lot of different beliefs. But
I mean, you could also look at, I mean, just off the top of my head, like Tudor England, they were so afraid of like witchcraft and that spirits would hold on to objects and books and people and houses and things like pieces of furniture that they were terrified. I mean, it's why the witch trials happened all over Europe, because they believed that the spirits stayed and like haunted them and could control them and do crazy things. You got like haunted castles and stuff. It's kind of cool if you think about it.
So
right,
is that does that jive with that the house is alive? Like when they say the house is alive, does it mean what does that mean? It's Monster
well, I
House?
know, right? Like
I was thinking about that movie the whole time, Willie. I was like, this is Monster
Right.
House. It's such a good movie. I love that movie.
how did it
I was a
gain
I was a
consciousness,
PA on that movie for like a week.
Were you really?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Like they had lost. It was like I was like a fill in, and I just like ran copies for them and shit. But it's weird because our friend Dan Harmon and Rob Schraub wrote that movie or a version of it. Yeah, I don't have any stories. They seemed like they knew what they were doing. It wasn't a troubled production.
Epic movie. No notes. That house is alive. That house does not like it when specific people enter the house or go on the
Right, but
lawn.
even spoiler alert for Monster House, that was it ended up being like what, the soul of his wife or something?
Yeah, the soul of his dead wife. It's
So
crazy.
Willie, what are we saying? Is it inhabited
that's
by a soul or is it
that's a
actually
different thing that we'll get into. This first version is just that the house has a consciousness to it. Now, I'm into this idea, and I don't know how much I'm into it, but this idea that the way consciousness works, which is a toss up, but that like the energy that creates these things has a life to it. So when someone says everything has consciousness, I don't turn away from it right away. I'm like, well, you know what? That's interesting that like this little thing that I have that was made in a factory is still comes from things made of stars. It's still made up of moving electrons and particles. And so when I pay attention to this, is there a chance that this thing can be aware that I'm giving it attention? I think that there could be some truth to that we could never measure.
You think that could be also thought about as maybe like poltergeist activity? Like that's how it could be categorized, of things like moving and reacting. You know, when like ghost hunters, they sit there and they're like, if you want me to leave, move the chair, close the door, turn the light off. And then the house kind of has that reaction whether you know, experience it or not. But it doesn't have to necessarily be a ghost, but maybe that type of
like it shifts its floorboards a little.
Yeah.
And the
like,
chair slides across the room.
like the house creaking, or you hear walking, or like the house just has an energy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how else would it? Because walking would just be it moving floorboards, right? It would be it going like, it's like a rock person trying to not be a rock person or something. You know what I mean? It's like stuck as a house, and you're like, talk to me, house, but it doesn't have any way to, so it just goes creak.
Yes. I keep thinking about the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah.
I think that house is alive in some way. I think too much energy from Sarah Winchester was poured in to ward off the house from spirits. But she had so many seances and so many weird things happening. And people go in and they feel ill the second they walk in. They feel dizzy. They feel claustrophobic. They feel like the house wants them to leave. You know, they open doors that lead to nowhere. I think that house has a living, like, imprint of what happened while people were inhabiting it.
Have you been there? It's not far.
I have not been there, and I'm dying to go.
We almost went there, but it was too far off the road to just stop by, you know. Okay.
It feels I'm the only one here prepared to talk about the Winchester house. Because I have been there. I didn't feel shit, man. But also, like, I wasn't like priming myself to feel anything. You know what I mean?
You didn't feel like anything? Like not a gust of wind, or like,
here's something
spooky. Wow.
If you're so like here you are, if you're trying to feel something and you're not, let's say you've never felt anything before, then why not just take it to the next level and start like damaging the property and see if you get a reaction from that.
Only when like nobody is looking, only when no security is
I mean,
watching.
That's right. Yeah.
You house pee in the corner.
Like but then like, wouldn't you fear retribution
from the house or from security?
From the house. I mean,
if you don't believe anything, then it's kind of like, would you be excited to to feel that?
To feel what?
I mean, if this thing was so mad at you that it did start to say, get out of here.
I mean, that's the whole point. Like, do I not believe enough to like take a piss in the corner to prove that it's not going to do anything? I mean, I probably do.
You never know. It could happen. It could just happen to you one day. You know, you're just at a place and you just get the vibe that something's wrong, that it's just off.
Yeah, like when you go through Skid Row.
No.
I feel like half the time I get a vibe, it's just my anxiety brain kicking in. And so like I definitely have techniques now to like ignore that. But so like the other morning, I'm usually up at like 2-3 in the morning working on shit. And I just got scared of my carrying case.
Oh, wow.
And it's Darth Vader.
Oh, shit.
It's like staring right at me. And I'm so like, I just put it down on the ground. I'm like, you know what? I just need to stop my brain from thinking about it. There's nothing there, but like,
yeah,
I had a feeling and I'm like, that's not a feeling. You can't trust your intuition when you have anxiety.
Yeah.
Well, right. But like when you're speaking about a haunted, I don't know, man, not since I was a child have I had a feeling like that. I don't think, but if I was like, I don't know, I'm trying to think like this haunted house. Because really, what are people so afraid of these places? Like that it's gonna make more noise or something? Like
I know.
no
Well,
one's ever been hurt.
Zach
No one's
Bagans would
died.
argue otherwise.
Who's that?
Zach,
Go on.
Zach
Ghost
Bagans, Ghost Adventures. He is
Oh,
the head honcho crazy guy over there, and he fully believes that he has been demonically possessed, attacked, like that he walks into these places and he's getting scratched and controlled. They went to an island in Italy, and it was a plague island where they took patients of the bubonic plague, and they all
right.
died there. He walked onto the island. He got scratched on his back. A ghost, like a demon, made him choke himself and want to attack the two other guys he was with. It's a whole thing. It's crazy. I mean, you've got ghost hunters that are like terrified. It's why I think like the Amityville murders, that house, like, the Conjuring house, because those places
Yeah.
have like
Maybe the
imprints
house's
on hunters.
energy is making people do things that they normally wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, not to keep talking
I guess
about
that's a
Zach
reason to be
Bagans.
afraid. But this guy, on what level do you watch those? Are you buying the Ghost Adventurers?
Oh, I think they are high level community theater.
Yeah.
It's so good. Sometimes I do think there is a place called the Washoe Club, the old Washoe Club, that they have been to several times. The place asks for them by name. It asks for them to like come back and like talk to them. It's
How?
they'll say, Zach, we want Zach, or we're looking, where is Zach? Hi, Zach. Or hi, Aaron, come back, Aaron. They think that demons followed them home from that place. There's also a friend of theirs was involved in a homicide suicide right after they investigated that place, and they talked to their spirits on one of their trips. Like, it's crazy. You should watch those episodes when they go to the old Washoe Club.
I don't know, man. When that show
place has
came
memory.
out, they're like, "Bro, what's going on, bro?" And I just couldn't. I just couldn't. It was
Oh,
too
it's
much.
horrible. It's horrible. He picked, like a fuckboy number one look from like the most emo store he possibly could, and he refuses to move on. And it's hilarious.
He still looks like that.
I know.
Yes.
I picture Guy
Like Ashton
Fieri
Kutcher.
ghost hunting, like, yeah, well, great. We're going to find this ghost, and then I'm going to jam out behind the house.
Yeah. Come at me, ghost. Come get me. Come find me. I'm right here for you. I knocked over your chair. Like, it's so dramatic and antagonistic in the most like high school theater production way. It's so entertaining. It's junk food television.
Yeah.
But
you're talking me into it. The problem is when it came out and he looked the way that he did, it was the people who I hated at that time.
That's so bad.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't even drinking Mountain Dew anymore. I was like, I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost our edge, man. Like they were still cool.
To defend you, Wade, I mean, early, I think it's season 1, maybe season 3. They go to this hotel where this beautiful young ghost supposedly died, and she has intimate liaisons with men who stay in her specific room. And Zach went on Valentine's Day and like supposedly had sex with a ghost and like wrote her a love note and everything. I think her name was like Joanna or something. It's all
right.
So funny.
Yeah, you convinced me. I should watch. The show.
I'll watch that episode and then go like, what's going on?
You watch that.
Well, episode. you have to watch the whole season because they really set that up.
I think
it's the whole story.
I would never.
Yeah, like an episode before he's like punching demons, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, come get me."
So if the house isn't alive or whatever, I mean, what's the next version?
Yeah. So the next one is that the homes are being possessed by an elemental or spirit that existed either before the house or outside of the house. Basically in Europe, Japan, and some indigenous traditions, they sometimes believe that the spirits predated the building, but they were in that area. And so it's kind of like when they built the house, this
Yeah,
thing
you built the
was,
house on top of them. It's poltergeist, right? It's
Yeah.
like, "Meh,
Yeah.
yeah.
this is my spot, man.
That's the Amityville house. The Amityville horror murders. They supposedly were built. That house was supposedly built on an Indian burial ground, ancient Indian burial ground.
I mean, what isn't? I say what isn't,
True.
but I'm just going like we just didn't give a shit about any of their burial grounds. So there's tons spots that.
Well, why did they pick for their burial grounds all the best places for condos? I mean, like,
That's so messed up.
look forward a little bit. Like, you're using good land for your graveyard, man.
You know what's funny? The houses on the hill used to be where poor people lived because you're building the house on stilts and
Right, it sucks. It's like Brazil's kind of like that, right? Like the slums are all like fucking boom, boom, boom.
But ultimately, it's funny that it switched places. It's like, no, we're on the hill. We need the view, as opposed to like, I'm not building a house on this hill.
Right.
So that that's one idea. Another idea is, okay, I'm trying to think of which order to do them in.
That one is kind of like the typical, like that's the white bread version of the haunted house.
Maybe, but you picture like where I always bring this up, but JPL, they're the place where L. Ron Hubbard and Jack Parsons, that area, I guess there were a lot of indigenous wars, and that arroyo was just filled with many dead bodies and burial grounds, and that whole area. That's where that bridge is in Pasadena, the suicide bridge that they keep building higher fences on because people keep committing suicide. And some people think that they're not committing suicide. There's things inhabiting them and throwing them off. And I'm like, oh gosh. Okay.
That would explain why he created Scientology. Completely explain. He must have been haunted. Something demonic must have happened to him. And then
it's the new form of suicide. You join a cult and you leave your family.
You give them all your money, leave your freedom at the door, and come hang out. It'll be a good time.
Listen, I would do that if I could, just like if I could live there forever for free. I'll do that. I'll join Scientology and be like, put me in the movies. Oh.
Yeah. I signed up at the Celebrity Center.
I signed up for an actor. It wasn't a meetup. It was like it was some meeting with somebody to get some, I don't know, whatever. It was an actor.
You fell for a con, is what you're saying.
And then I kept going like, why are you being so elusive? Like, what is this? I don't remember signing up for this. And they're like, oh no, it's we'll find out when you get here. It's do you want to get his book? He's got a book, and I'm like, I can't afford a book right now. But
wait, who was it?
But then I agreed to buy the book before I got to the meeting, and then when I got off the phone, I looked at the address. And I'm like, this is a Scientology owned building. Like I texted him back. I'm like, I'm not going, not buying anything. Bye.
What was the thing? What was the thing?
It was basically like an actor, quote unquote, successful actor trying to give you tips for getting an agent, I think.
But not a successful enough actor for you to know who they were.
Well, I looked him up, and then no, they weren't. They're one of these people that are loosely.
It's not like Danny Masterson or something. It's
no.
Okay.
It's just like a free like let's help you break into the business meeting.
Wow. I mean, Scientology is actively casting for a bunch of their new commercials and stuff. It's on all the websites right now. They like 250 different things. They are actively looking for.
Can I do it? I'll do it. I'm telling you. Like, how much could they take from me? What could they take? Everything?
Right.
But then what? Do they leave me homeless? Or if I'm like
I think you live in their compounds, right? I think that's what the thing is.
I feel like you have to get to a certain level to even
you have to
do
move
that.
up. I had a neighbor who I never talked to him about it, but when he threw away all of his Scientology books I grabbed them all out of the garbage. So I have a bunch.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
I mean, was your neighbor moving into the science center or whatever?
But he basically was just like, because Shauna talked to him and he told her that he just couldn't afford to be in it anymore.
Yeah.
But like, here I have them right here.
Oh my gosh, you actively have them, not the
basic
books.
Dianetics. but like there were a lot of workbooks too.
Wow.
Oh,
Have you
wow,
guys seen
dude.
the commercial for the L. Ron Hubbard book that they're marketing as if it's like a self-help anxiety and depression cure-all, but they're
Yeah.
not saying that it's Scientology. They're just
Yeah.
marketing it as like a very real scientific based self-help book. It's
Wait,
crazy.
but do they say that it's an L. Ron Hubbard book? Because that gives it
Yeah.
away.
His name is on the cover.
So they're dumb.
A lot of people don't Google.
Ugh.
There is an active fight on Book Talk right now that using big words is a problem. It cuts people out of reading, and the word that kicked it off was scrying. And people are like, you can't use big words. People don't know all these big words, and it's
That's an
like,
old
Google
word or
it.
whatever.
Yeah, it's an old word, but a lot of people don't know what it means and or what it is.
I don't know what's scrying it. What's scrying?
It's what a witch does when they like hold a crystal or an object above to find something that they seek. It's like it's a locator
Got it. Okay.
like spell kind of. But if you've ever watched Charmed,
But
you
isn't
see
that
a
the
ton of
point?
scrying.
Oh, that's sorry. I keep hearing that I should watch Charmed. That's
It's
you're like the
so
second person to
good.
bring up Charmed.
Oh god, I love
It's
it.
fun. I watched the first 3 seasons. It's definitely I'm into it.
It's
I'm looking
so
for a new
good.
show. Maybe I'll watch Charmed.
If you need a show about scrying, like
Well, the whole point of reading is to see words like that and then look them up, right?
Mhm.
So
But people don't Google. People don't do the footwork, the legwork to actually find out the information. It's why I think the L. Ron Hubbard self-help book, even though it
like
is
they feel
partially
like
open,
yeah.
and
I mean, it does kind of feel like Scientology has been on the back burner for long enough for people to not know who L. Ron. I mean, when you
Yeah.
think of the kids who don't know, like, I mean, God, I can't even come up with one right now, but like the kids who are like, 15, 16, like high school kids right now,
Mhm.
like the stuff that they don't know kind of blows me away.
It's
So
really
I wonder
crazy.
if they even know who. Maybe that's it.
Probably
They're going
not.
after those
What's
kids.
who's the woman that was doing Going Clear? She was
Leah Remini, all of her
yeah.
stuff got canceled. It's like gone.
That's what threw me off. Is I was like I was trying to watch all that stuff and then it just disappeared. And I'm like, how did they get this? How did they make this disappear?
I
It
don't
was
know.
it was boring as shit, dude. I
Yeah.
watched it. It was boring as shit. It
But
disappeared because nobody watched it because it was boring as shit.
people watch it, but now they have like pretty famous celebrities. I mean, they have Chloe Fineman, who's on SNL. They have Elizabeth Moss, who's been in everything right now for some reason.
They're Scientologists.
Yes,
Wow. How are they allowed?
Hardcore.
No idea. I didn't know that. Okay.
Mhm.
What do you mean? What would finish that question? How are they allowed to what? You can be a Scientologist.
Yeah, but it's weird because you have to live in. I don't know. I just
No,
picture
not those
the
types of
leash.
people.
Yeah.
Fucking Danny Masterson doesn't live in the fucking thing. I don't know why I keep thinking of him, but like
He's super
'cause it-
visible. That's why he's a visible Scientologist.
right, right.
And there aren't-
He's
yeah,
the
there-
rapist, right?
Yeah,
Okay. His brother seems cool, but
his
I can't
brother's
trust
way
him.
cool.
Giovanni
But he's not. His
Ribisi
brother's not a
seems
Scientologist
cool, but
though.
no, he is for sure.
Oh,
For
bummer.
sure.
I think I remember. I think I
Um,
remember talking about this. Yeah, he didn't. He never talked about it.
Giovanni Ribisi seems cool, but like kind of, I don't know. But like I feel like, we saw Jason Lee a long time ago. We got tricked into a Scientology thing. Lauren, have you heard this or not?
No.
So
We were just
our
going to
listeners
watch
have,
Jason Lee
but-
speak. Yeah,
So we look in the
Okay.
back of a okay, so picture this 20 years ago, it's like 2002, right?
26 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, let's get the math right. I'm sorry. You used to look in the back of a Hollywood Reporter for shit, for like jobs and shit.
Oh, okay.
Because the internet, it's still sort of like figuring itself out. Like mms.com is like the most visited website.
Yeah,
You know what I
there
mean?
was no
I love
Craigslist.
it.
There were no job boards. Like
Okay. The Hollywood Reporter in the back. That's interesting.
Hollywood Reporter
Yeah,
didn't
and
have a
we're-
website, so we would get the magazine.
Oh yeah. Okay. I love it.
And we're new to LA and we don't know much, we've heard of Scientology and we're not actively avoiding it, but it's like, oh, hey, this could be something. Let's go watch Jason Lee talk. Why not? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there and immediately it's like, oh, this is a fucking Scientology thing because we're in like one of the hotels or whatever.
We're in the main celebrity center.
But the whole point of the
Really?
story is like
Oh,
Jason
wow.
Lee did not give a fuck about Scientology. Like he came out and you could tell he didn't want to be there and he was just like, yeah, and he answered some questions and then left and then they tried to get into their Scientology talk and stuff. But like I feel like anyone who makes it, you just immediately are unburdened by every, although that's not what Leah said, so Rimini, so I don't
Yeah.
know, so I don't know.
That's actually hilarious that you could tell how badly he did not want to be there because I'm sure not only you two, but several people were like, well, this sucks. I don't want to be here either.
Oh, the entire, like when he left, people left, they walked out the door behind him to try to like talk to him, and like security guards were stopping him, and then like more people tried to leave and they kept going like, no, you have to wait, and like
We tried to leave. We got up and like, no, sit back down.
Whoa.
I don't remember that.
And then we just sat back down and we were going like, I think we got kind of scared. I mean,
I
we
mean,
got
that's
up to
low-key
leave.
kidnapping. That's being held against your will at that point. That's crazy.
Well, they didn't say don't leave. I think they probably just said wait or something. I don't know, but like,
That's kind of
yeah,
scary.
and then we got mailings from them forever because we stupidly like wrote down our real.
Rookie mistake.
I don't know. Did we write down our real shit or did they just track
Yeah.
us down?
A little bit of both. Got mailings and phone calls every week for years.
Ooh.
So you think because I was questioning the whole Devil's Gate. That's what they call that area, right? Or is Devil's
Is
Gate
it
like
Devil's
a different
Dam with the Devil's Portal?
the Devil's
maybe.
Portal, something like that? But you think it's all kind of caused from. You don't think it's supernatural. You just think it's that it was a big battlefield that
that's what some people think. I think that there well, I'll just get into this next one, but I think that area just somehow focuses energy there in some
like
way.
but my question is chicken or the egg, like is it the souls of the natives who died there during these battles, or were there battles there because it's a negative energy?
I think I lean towards that. So one idea is they call this the stone tape theory. This was proposed in the 70s. This is kind of where I lie with a lot of things. I think it suggests that materials such as stone, wood, and brick somehow record. Well, they definitely like hold. They have different magnetic properties and can hold energy. We know that crystals can store a lot of energy, but they think that also emotional energy can be recorded or stored. Traumatic events can also kind of be stored in the same way because of the magnetic field, because of the different parts that are heightened, that maybe traumatic events can heighten that or store that energy there. So it's kind of like, let's say there was this huge battle in the Arroyo and there's a lot of dead people there, and somehow the energy was stored magnetically like a tape recorder.
Okay.
So all of this emotional death and fighting is just there, and it just kind of just replays when the magnetic field fluctuates. So it's not something that you can interact with. It's not something that is conscious. It's just repeating this terrible energy.
I believe that. I find that fascinating.
We did an episode. I don't remember who the guest was, Willie.
Right? It was Miles, our friend Miles from England.
And
he had a ghost story. His dad had a ghost story.
Or not revolutionary, because this was
Roman,
in England, right?
Yeah, Roman ghosts that were
right
a couple feet lower than the ground. Well, the old Roman road was a couple feet lower than the ground.
Okay.
The current ground.
But the point is they would it was just like they would walk. It was like their procession line or whatever, their march, and they would just like walk through this area and not
lower
like
than the ground, walk
anybody.
through the wall. Yeah.
Whoa, that's so fascinating. I mean, well, Rome sort of colonized England in a way. And there was a lot that went on there when they were trying to get it under their control.
I just
believe
I
that.
just pictured you saying, "Well, Rome wasn't built in a day."
It wasn't built in a day. It took time to
Just
get it
because
the way
it
that it
sounded like that
was.
you were going to say that because that's what fucking everybody says in every movie or whatever. But yeah, you know, so it was
I
interesting
believe
because those
that.
ghosts were wearing a different garb than the typical Romans wore, and they tracked it down to, oh, these were like Romans that lived in this area. They
Well,
just had a different.
you hear that all in the South, right? At like Gettysburg and all of the places, the battle of what is it, Little Bighorn? I can't remember. But at all these big battlefields, apparently people see
It
soldiers,
wasn't.
and they're like
It wasn't Little
Union or
Bighorn.
what was it? You know what I'm trying.
Get us.
Well,
American history is not
the
my forte.
you're talking about the field where
Dan.
where it was covered in blood or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right,
The
right.
big battle, all of these big battles, apparently
Bulge, the Battle of the Bulge.
yes. Where the reenactors and historians that give tours of these places, they talk about how they see Union soldiers, Confederate soldiers, generals, nurses, like people as if they're still on those battlefields, like in their
Here's my
uniforms and
problem
everything.
with these two examples, though. It's like, what about? Well, the answer is that war is awful. But what about like soldiers marching? Why is it war? Why is it? If it's recording, right? If it's magnetic fields or whatever, I would go with magnetic fields because I don't believe in crystals and I don't believe in like rocks. Rocks don't exist. I've never seen a
I'm
rock.
actively looking at a crystal collection on my desk.
No, I know. Listen, people are into it. It's fine. I just don't. I've tried it. I've tried most of these things and they don't work out for me. Like I through these 10 years that we've been doing this, I've been exposed to some things and none of them have done anything. So, I'm a scientist, okay?
That's fair.
I'm trying it. I'm trying it out. No, my point is like I'm not saying these people are liars, but like why these things? Why not everything? What's the difference? Blood? Is it magic?
Right?
Does
Oh,
blood
well,
activate
this
something?
emotional energy is stronger when you die, or you know, like yeah,
Yeah.
like
Right. And then
what?
do people do fucking what's the Normandy? Is Normandy haunted? Nobody talks about
Right?
that.
There's
Oh,
a
on the
beach there, and people
beach?
are like I'm just trying to relax, and people are stabbing me.
Yeah. Yeah. These boats keep pulling up. I don't know what's happening. There's guns. It's just it's like I mean, we just talked about England and the Romans, but it doesn't feel like any World War II shit has that, right?
And I
Uh,
would say in defense of what you're saying, so the idea is that some of these, so we know that we can store energy in like quartz crystals. So if the bedrock is all filled with quartz, maybe that helps store the energy also. So maybe it's specific to the type of rock. But yeah, we don't hear of ghosts of either different animals wandering around or
Right. I
just
mean, I hate to keep going back to that, but like a squirrel who just does the same shit every day, wouldn't he leave just as much of an impression as a soldier who like walked through there once?
you would think so. I would think so. But I also think we as humans are maybe more susceptible to the belief that we experience residual negative energy because we have a tendency to lean that way emotionally, especially in things with a heavier history, than to look for the positive thing because the positive thing doesn't haunt you. It doesn't have an answer for your guilt. It doesn't have an
uh
answer for things.
I will say there definitely are a lot of stories of people. I want to say having interactions that ended up saving them, kind of thing. And that's, they're not big, but just like somebody feeling that they needed to move out of the. We had a guest, Stephen Reedy, who there was a voice that told him to go outside, and the fan in his house fell and would have killed him, like this big giant fan. So like there definitely are a lot in that realm, but like that's a weird thing too. I'm not saying that really applies, but it's just like, oh, you know what? There are positive stories of,
Yeah. I mean, but
but why
I,
save
I,
anybody? You know what?
right. Why not save
But that's
everybody?
also a completely different because if we're just talking about residual, that's like an active
Yeah. That's it.
ghost or
Yeah, you're right.
whatever.
It's not a tape being replayed of a positive thing of, hey, look at happy
Yeah, it's a
birthday.
child's birthday party, and the clown is juggling, and he's good at it, and it's like an amazing.
1252
They're
that
conscious enough
year.
to keep track.
Oh, I do believe in ghosts. I do. But I also think you have all these ghost shows and ghost hunters that are being attacked by demons because they think people are so into the mysterious and the macabre and the conspiracy of all of the past and trying to find things within that. I think it's more interesting for us to look at it that way. So if you're looking at a battle and you're haunted by one of the ghosts, maybe you could find answers and figure out what actually happened.
Yeah, I mean, it also could be perception, right? Like
Yeah.
if, like, let's say that the everything's stored, but the only people who think about one version of it would see that version of it. Do you know what I mean? Like the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
reason I don't get creeped out in the Winchester house is because I'm like not into it. But if you went
So,
there and were into it, you could perceive the energy that was stored there or something.
mm-hmm. I think you
I'm
have
an
to be into
ostrich.
it.
I'm an ostrich in the ghost world, and
I get a lot of feelings, and I think about this next idea: thought forms and tulpas. We've done an episode on tulpas before, but basically the idea is that if you put energy into something, you can create a conscious being that's kind of another realm or some sort of energetic being.
Mm-hmm.
But I picture, I mean, the best example is let's say Jesus. Let's say there never was a man that existed named Jesus. I'm on the fence. I think that there was one, but it wasn't all this Christian stuff. If enough people believe in him now, then maybe he could basically creating this thing that wasn't real. But one idea is like this accumulated energy would take on a personality. And so when I picture, okay, I've had this stuffed tiger.
Okay.
It's a doll. It's a doll that is like a fake stuffed tiger that you lay on the ground. It's like a rug with a
Okay.
tiger
Okay.
head on it.
Okay.
I've had it for 15 years. The face just looks really mad and evil. It's got dark eyes. And I started building up this thing where I ended up being like afraid of it. But I also
In
didn't
your own
want
head,
to,
you just created this narrative in your own head.
well, just that I stare at things and freak myself out a lot of times.
There.
That's when I was a kid. I used to stare at things and make faces, and then all of a sudden they were demonic, whatever. And I was just like, this isn't real. Like, if I'm putting negative energy into this and it's real, then I should try putting positive energy into it. So like every time I got scared, I would go over to it and like say good things to it and like try to be a friend to it, just to try to reverse my head's belief system of like I'm scared of this thing. Like it's a fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just saying like
well, I
I
think you should
feel
kiss the Darth Vader right now. I think if you don't
I,
kiss the Darth Vader right now, he's gonna be mad. I think I can talk you into kissing this thing. I
well,
think
it
he's gonna
probably
be really
smells like
mad.
rotten plastic, right? You know how this is like 40 years old.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
just give him a little tongue, and then he won't be mad at you.
Just a little
Tongue, a little
tongue.
tongue, a little tongue. Wait, say something for. Oh, well, he did it.
See, that's so funny that you have that scares you. I have this on my side table. He scares me all the time. It's David
Do you
blowing a
think
bubble.
if the
It scares
glasses
me.
weren't there, it would is it because you can't see where the eyes are looking?
Oh, it's
Maybe
David, the
it's David.
sculpture.
Yeah, it's David's head blowing a bubble
I
that he
was like,
scares.
Bowie?
No, it's David.
Yeah, it's
Um,
cool, David. He's wearing shades. He's blowing a bubble. And he's got a kiss
Hey,
on
I'm
his cheek.
different now.
he's
I'm not
different.
I'm not wearing have a I don't have a leaf covering me. I'm wearing briefs.
He's got the glass. He's got a kiss on his cheek. He's cool. You know, the crazy thing is I have a full suit of armor in the corner of this room, and
I know, I love it.
I am obsessed with it. And I collect suit of armor helmets in particular. The helmets are my favorite, and those never scare me. This, I walk out in the middle of the night sometimes, and I have jumped 2 feet in the air just looking at this thing because sometimes I'm like, well, shit, that thing's got weird energy. I don't know.
It's because it's
freaks
as
me out.
bright as the sun. It's the
I
only
think
thing you
so.
can see when you walk through your room. It's the
I
only
think so.
white thing.
I mean, we remember when we had the Freddy Krueger cardboard cutout? Like that freaked me out
Yeah.
all the time. I just was like,
Oh.
I got to take this down. Like, why am I living through this? Who cares?
I don't know, man. I don't think that you can do that. I don't think that you can make a
Add energy to and create
I
a
don't know.
being.
I just don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, witches think that you can put your own energy onto anything and call it a totem and carry it with you and have good energy, or put things into satchels and have all these wards and protections against other energies trying to be put on you. So I think there is a level of maybe truth behind
But witches
energy
are crazy.
transference. Not all of them. Some of them are cool. Some of them
You
are
just
cool.
described something that sounds insane to me.
But
That
I
they
mean,
are
protecting yourself from
imbuing.
energies.
You know,
Yeah, I don't buy
my
it. I don't buy it.
my in between of both of these ideas, the extremes of is that like I believe that the nature of existence has some energy that we can tap into and we just can't understand it yet. They just discovered, and I don't know how real or scientific this is, but they supposedly they found some new energetic system within our body. And the reason why they could never measure it before is because it is picture basically energy going through these little tiny tubes. But if you were to cut off an arm to study it, those little tubes deflate. And so you don't know that anything was flowing through there. So they think that the meridians on our body, they've basically created a new energetic system. And I'm going like, oh, that's fascinating. You look at like acupuncture and you
What
look
does it
at
have to do? Wait, hang on. What does it have to do with?
just that like it's a subtle energy within the body that they are learning about now that they kind of can't provide evidence to when you're
Well,
dead.
we discovered the place where witches can curse you.
Which
but like
that's everywhere.
so like that's why that came up is like these energies that we can't perceive that we say don't exist. If it exists within our body, it exists on the earth too. That's what I think. Is that like
Yeah,
I
I
know, but
believe
dude,
that.
come on. You've got to draw the line somewhere. We can't be like fucking every rock has a feeling and every single thing is we'll drive ourselves crazy thinking like that, right? And it also feels very like conceited to think like I need to ward off the bad energies because I'm so important that like someone's going to be sending bad energies at me.
Well, I think it also, you could think of it as like, I don't want to deal with someone else's shitty day. I'm just trying to be over here protecting my peace, and I
Yeah,
don't want
but
to
this
deal
is
with like,
society, man. You got to deal with other people's shitty
not
days.
all the time, not
well
all the time. You
here
can rebuke that shit if you don't want it.
Yeah, it's
so
called
he,
putting in headphones and keeping to yourself.
here's a weird science thing that I love that I'm trying to get into and figure out is basically that we build up electrons in our body. We build up charge, right?
Mhm.
And you could call it negative energy because electrons are negative. But when you touch a tree or ground yourself, take your feet off and walk on the grass, you all of your electrons instantly go to the ground. So you're getting rid of charge energy that we are keeping on us. And they also say if you have a pet, these pets that walk around on the ground, when you pet them, you discharged your electrons onto them and then they put it into the ground.
Why
And
would a
so
pet walk around on the ground more than you do? I
no,
have a
no,
cat.
they have foot pads and they naturally take your electrons off of you and then when you put them down they send them into the ground. So petting your animals
Right, but I
gets
don't
rid
let
of
my cat.
electrons.
What if I don't let my cat out?
Well, I know that the cat's on wood and yeah, and walking around on concrete. I don't know how much it actually does, but no matter what, the idea is that these little animals, whether they're grounding or not, will take electrons off of you. And so,
I mean, it's a very cute thing to think. Like, oh, I love my cat. It's the disposal. It's the garbage disposal for
but
my emotions.
right. I mean, totally. So that's one idea is that like when you get rid of these built up electrons, your body works better. And like there's science to it, and they can prove these things. They can prove that you've discharged your body, but because we don't naturally practice that, and we've been wearing shoes for so long, we don't ground, and we don't. So like we are building up all of these electrons, and people,
Yeah.
it's easy to say, well, that's helping you build up cancer because you have all this. Like, well, whatever.
Well, no, I mean the
I know.
corporations are
I'm
giving us cancer.
Yeah.
totally.
I mean,
But
but that methodology sounds very like ancient Egyptian worshiping cats and Bast and everything. That sounds very anciently spiritual, that belief. And we're only just now coming to get around to talk about it
yeah.
and try and unpack
And
it.
so to me, that's where I throw witchcraft is yet like, well, you know what? They may have been aware of things that we're just not, and not to just give credit to everything that I see or read, but I'm going like,
Well, hang on. I'm sorry. What about the cows in India? Like they've never stopped worshiping the cows, and India's a fucking shithole, dude. Not to be too President Trumpy about this, but like India would drive me crazy. Like the places that I see on travel shows and stuff, it's the most stressful place in the world, and they've kept these cows around. So like busted, man. The animals don't work.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if any of it works. But I think it's so easy to believe that some of it works because you see some of these examples of crazy things happening that don't have an answer and explanation. And I don't
Yeah.
think every rock, I don't think every tree, I don't think every building has this magical historical
Well,
past.
trees do.
Trees do. Trees are your
Well, you
exception.
got to talk to your plants, right? You got to.
I'm not a plant girl, so I don't have that experience.
Oh,
I have
interesting.
no green thumb.
But you're
Animals
crystal,
for
but you're
sure.
into crystals.
Yes, I love crystals. I have a bunch of them here. I love crystals.
I feel like
Got
you
them
should
all
get a
here.
plant.
Charmaine, rose quartz.
Yeah.
I think plants are better than crystals.
Do you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think you get direct results from being nice or mean to a plant that you can actually see. I know that you're not interacting with crystals. I don't know what my point is. I guess if I had to pick one, I would pick plants.
I guess people do feel more grounded in nature. They feel a little more connected to the earth and the spirit and
Right.
the
Well, it's all
energy,
going
whatever
back
it
to what
is.
Willie was saying. Yeah, about
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. But I
I've got
think
and then,
three more quickies, and I'll just
oh
drop
my
them.
God, there's
yeah.
still three more.
I
Because
know.
yeah,
One of them
speed
is
run it.
just you're just breathing in weird gases and you're hallucinating.
I've heard
I
that
love
one.
it.
This
I've heard
one,
that
yeah.
one.
I
One of
like
them
it.
is that it has nothing to do with the energy of the house or any dead spirits or whatever. That we are making these things happen because if you're afraid of something, you actually make it happen on accident because
Yeah,
we're
and we
actually more
talked about
powerful.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my
Uh-huh.
chicken or the egg thing.
Yeah. And then one idea that I haven't heard before, which I thought was cool, was that a house can act as a brain because it has energy lines running through it. It has water running through it. The same way our brain works, it just has flowing stuff through it that maybe that flowing energy is making connections and creating
I would
something.
believe that.
I've never thought of it before, but I do think that running water and running electricity has residual energy that you can read and feel off of it.
I would believe that only because the old house that I used to live in, I 100% believe is haunted. It's like still to this day. I don't live there anymore, but I just know it's still haunted. And whenever we had negative energy, the house seemed to get darker. Weird shit would happen, doors would open, the house itself would like energetically change. And then it like felt like the water and the electricity and everything around us would just get weird. It just everything would feel different when we were in a
That
negative
is a
space.
good point because to tie it all together, like the power of positivity by like creating a religion and then your whole Jesus thing. Like, it doesn't matter if he existed, because like he might as well exist, because they say prayer works, right? They've done studies.
Yeah, prayer
And
works
that's just
for
a
every religion. So
and that's
it's
just a well, not for mine. And I think it's because I don't have enough followers, right? So I need to get on it. But but manifestation, blah blah blah. Like, I always use Abed, and I'm sorry, Abed, but like, it feels like the energy you put out into the world is what gets back at you. He was very negative when he was getting arrested all the time and stuff like that. And
yeah,
like,
a
and
lot.
I'm trying to like do that also, like think positive and blah blah blah. When you think about, like, even if you just think about it scientifically, about like the electrons running through your house all the time, and neutrons and all the science, like, it
Big
does make
science.
sense. Like, we've surrounded ourselves with energy,
Hmm.
so it must have some sort of, I don't know, that's interesting.
I
I think
used to
it.
But
always say, go on.
No,
well, I was just gonna say,
no,
her,
you
yeah.
go.
Well, I was just
You
gonna say,
finish.
it doesn't discount the simulation. This could all still be a
Yeah, yeah.
simulation.
Valid, but I do think, to your point, Wade, that, and also to yours, Willie, I really do. I think the energy of the stuff you surround yourself with could at some point impact you, whether you're cognizant of it or not, and then that could in turn, to our point of a haunted house being conscious, could make it feel as though the house has an energy and thoughts and feelings, and kind of lead through that kind of narrative.
Right, it snowballs, and
Yeah.
it is all kind of self-imposed in a way.
Yeah.
I used to always say, I don't believe in good luck. I believe in bad luck, and I have that. And I tell you, I know that I wasn't buying the best cars and whatnot, but I had a lot of bad luck with cars. And
Yeah.
my current car now is 2010. So what is that? It's 16 years old, whatever. But I treat it as a conscious thing, and I thank it, and I touch it, and I interact with it, and I'm going like
Oh, yeah. Well, that proves it, because I've always been
I
really nice to my cars. I'm not joking. Like, I try to name my cars. I'm nice to
yeah.
them. I thank them for their service.
Do you tip them at the end?
I
Oh,
hide money
well,
in it. I'm like,
I
yeah, there
like
you
to
go.
imagine that the car doesn't, it has no monetary requirement.
It just does it for the good.
I give it the worst gas too.
Burp, burp,
I'm
burp,
so
burp.
mean to it. But I do say thank you, car. It's good to see you. I hope that your weekend was good. I do that. I honestly do that. When I get in, I go, good to see you again.
What's your car's current name?
Well, you busted me. I mean, I don't name them anymore, but I should. I named my first car, and then I haven't really named any since, because they've been kind of, my second car was my mom's old car. I have no right to name that car. And then I just think I fell out of the naming. It was called Radar Love, my first car. I really.
That's so good. That's so good. I mean, I know that there's a few F1 drivers who name their championship cars. Like when they've named them at the start of seasons, that car wins the championship.
Yeah,
It's
I've named a
it's
bunch
like
of
a weird
cars.
thing. Yeah.
I don't know how you wouldn't at that point. It's like a horse, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
We
you
should wrap
can
this
make
up,
it
though.
get connected.
Yeah.
So that's it. We're good. Well, do you want to, Lauren? Do you want to plug anything or point anyone to your socials? Any kind of stuff like that?
As per usual, I'm all over Instagram. I got rid of my TikTok. I got too overwhelmed. Can only do one at a time.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I can't. I'm bad enough at
I'm
Instagram.
thinking about getting back into TikTok, but I
Are
haven't
you?
done any Instagram shit for a long time. So this would just be my only thing.
Hmm.
TikTok feels like fun homework. Not even homework. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it feels like a little fun games as opposed, you know what I mean? It's like you're not just like,
Yeah.
hey, here's a picture of me. It's like, well, I'm gonna do something right now.
See that the
Well,
video
yeah, I mean, I would
creativity
be
is
doing
hard.
sketches or, oh, sorry.
No, no, no. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, no, my phone keeps taking over my headphones, and sometimes I don't know who's speaking. But I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I mean, TikTok, I'm not gonna look at it ever. I'm just gonna post shit. That's the way I used Instagram too.
That's fair. Yeah, but I'm only on Instagram. I'm at Lauren Elizabeth two underscores or Lauren two underscores Elizabeth three underscores. I believe it's either two or three. I can't remember. I'll
I think
text it
that's
to you,
right.
Willie. I can't even remember. I got hacked a couple years ago, and this is the only username that was approved by Instagram.
Right.
All the
Right.
stupid underscores.
I know. I think I made fun of you not knowing that.
It,
And
it
then
is. It's so. I think I refuse to learn it because I hate it so much. I need to change it. But check me out. Coming, I believe January. I'm on the Pit. Also January, I'll be on Baywatch. Find me on Young and the Restless in
So
Crimson
cool.
Lights. It's so much fun. I am having the best time. I'm on The Neighborhood. I'm at St. Denis Medical. I'm just kind of here, there, everywhere. That's just what I'm doing. It's a good time. I did
okay.
911 a couple weeks ago.
Were
If
you
you're
in
ever
an
on
emergency?
location,
No, I wanted to so
Sorry.
badly. I wasn't. I really wanted to.
What were you saying,
what
Wade?
were
If you're
you
ever in
then?
an emergency? Yeah.
I was in a cafe. I'm like,
Ugh,
I
so
know.
dumb. How do you? Hey, Willie.
Learning about the
Um,
emergency. Yeah. Yeah.
let's me and you. Let's do some background work real quick, and Lauren can judge if we did it good or not. Lauren, why don't you AD us and tell us what we're doing here?
Okay. So we're gonna have the main character getting a phone call. And you guys are gonna be friends meeting up in the background to, let's say, talk about the crime scene that you guys just found. And you guys are gonna be like shocked because you're friends
Okay.
and you're freaking out.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we just we're like on a walk or something, and we stumbled upon a crime scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the main character is
Okay.
in the foreground taking a call about this crime scene, but you guys
We're
happen
on
to
the other
find
side
it.
of the tape.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Give us an action. We're not going to talk about this at all.
Okay. You want me to say action or you want
Yeah.
me to
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Set our eye lines though. Willie, where are you going to look?
I'm going to look a little to my left.
Am I the opposite, or is this?
Yeah. I'm looking to my right, and you should be looking
Well,
to
why did
your
you
left.
change it? You just switched.
Well, I can't tell if my view is reverse.
Okay.
Right. Why did you switch? I was going by what you were doing,
Well,
and then
because
you
I said
switched.
left and I was looking away from you.
All I know is the way that you're looking. I'm not listening to your words at all.
You could look straight ahead and then just like tilt your head just ever so slightly
So
to do cheat acting.
just real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
look straight ahead for the crime scene. When you look at me, which way are you going to look?
To my right.
Okay, so I'll look over here.
Okay. Are you guys
All
ready?
right. Yeah.
We have sound, we have speed, pictures up, and action. The police are coming, you guys. You gotta look a little afraid of what's happening. The police are there. You found a dead body. We're gonna call cut.
I can't handle someone laughing while I'm working.
Willie is like really doing it. Like I'm hamming it up, and he's going really subtle, man.
It's the eyebrows on both of you. Your eyebrows just shot way up, and you're both like, oh, at the exact same time. That's what got me.
My favorite thing,
All right,
because I did a lot of AD work too, and my favorite thing, because I'd be in charge of background and I would just analyze them. My favorite thing is when you see background trying to talk to each other and they're not allowed to make noise.
Uh-huh.
So they try to get each other's attention while hey, they're like wave at each other.
This
and
is
like, you never wave
listen,
at someone when you're
I
talking.
could talk about background for hours, and I feel like maybe we should just roll this in to the bonus episode. Lauren, you're going to stick around for that?
I'm absolutely sticking around.
Great. Well, thank you everyone for listening. And if you want to hear that, where we really get into the nitty gritty, I got thoughts on Clint Eastwood's. His background is always, it's indescribably bad. So
Like,
go to
no one's
patreon.com/slash
paying
real life
attention.
sci-fi and catch that. And remember, well, Lauren, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
And
me.
remember that just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. We'll see you next time.
Hey.